Good morning, dear students. I am your teacher Sunita and I am going to teach you your science. Previous class, I have taken your circulatory system. Hope all would have understood. And now you try to answer the questions from your workbook of the previous lesson. Afterwards, I'll also send you your answers. So right now, let us begin with our second lesson, our skeletal system. Our skeletal system. Groups of organs working together make up a body system, like the circulatory system that contains the supply of blood in the body. In this chapter, we are going to learn about our skeletal system. Our skeletal system, we know that our body has different types of bones in it. The bones together form a framework called the skeleton. The skeleton protects the delicate internal organs such as the brain, the heart and the lungs. It gives shape to our body. It also allows movement of our body, and when we are born, our skeleton has around 350 bones. But when we become adult, our bone has around 206 bones. This is because as we grow, some of the bones join together. With the growth of our bone, more cells increase in our bones, and our bones become longer and stronger than earlier. Our next topic is our bones. Bones contain blood vessels and nerves. Bones have an outer layer of hard and compact bones, which is very strong and dense, as well as tough. But inside, they have layer of spongy bones which is lighter and slightly flexible. In the middle of some bones, there is a jelly-like substance called bone marrow. In the bone marrow, the new cells are constantly produced for the blood. If broken, they repair themselves. Within several weeks, our skeleton is made up of the skull, the backbone, the rib cage and the two pairs of limbs and their girdles to which they are attached. The next topic is our skull. It is a body framework of the head. It protects our sensitive brain. There are spaces in it for our eyes, ears, mouth and nose. There are 8 bones in our skull that are interlocked or interconnected with each other and makes it more protective cover around the bone and the brain. There are 14 facial bones which makes the upper and lower jaws and other facial structures. The lower jawbone is the only movable bone on the face. It enables us to talk, to eat, etc. The spine or backbone. Our backbone has usually 33 small bones called the vertebra that form a very strong column known as the vertebral column or the spinal column. The vertebra can move slightly through the joints and so we can bend or twist our back. This is a hole in each vertebra. There is a hole in each vertebra through which the delicate spinal cord passes. The spinal cord is protected by the vertebral column. The rib cage. The ribs are thin, flat, curved bones that form a protective cage around the organs on the upper body. There are 24 bones that make 12 pair of ribs. Our rib cage protects our heart and lungs. The ribs are joined to the backbone at the back. The upper 7 pairs of ribs, called the true ribs, are attached to the ribs called false ribs and are attached to the lower 2 ribs in front. The lowest 2 pairs of ribs, called the floating ribs, are not connected to any organ in the front. They are smaller than both the true and false ribs. are limbs. Our arms are the upper limbs attached to the spine by means of the shoulder girdle made up of shoulder blade and collarbones. It consists of three parts: the arm, the forearm and the hand. The arm is the region between the shoulder and elbow. It consists of a single long bone called as the humerus. The forearm is the region between the elbow and the wrist. It consists of two long bones connected firmly to the humerus. The hand consists of three parts: the wrist, the palm and the fingers. The humerus is the longest bone in our upper limb. The limb of the legs or the lower limb are composed of the bones of thigh, leg and the foot. The thigh is the region between the hip and the knee. It consists of a single bone called as the femur or the thigh bone. It is the largest, longest and strongest bone in our body. The leg is the region from the knees to the ankle. It consists of two long bones called the shin bone and the calf bone. Shin bone is larger than the calf bone. These bones are connected to the femur to form the knee joint. The foot contains many small bones and the bones of the lower limbs are the heaviest, largest and strongest bone in our body. Because they bear the entire weight of the body when a person is standing in an upright position. Our joints. We know that many of our bones are joined together. The place where two bones meet is called a joint. Our skeleton is very hard, but it can bend or move because of the various joints. They are strong, stretchy bands of tissue called as the ligaments, and these hold the bones together. There are different kinds of joints in our body that allows different movements, except for the joints in our skull that are immovable. All other joints are movable. The skull bones are immovable as there are 8 bones and are interlocked. The lower jaw bone is the exception, which is the only joint of the muscular bone in the skull. Hinge joint. Try to move your knees and elbow in all possible ways. What do you notice? You are unable to move them in more than 2 directions. This is because our knees and elbows have joints called hinge joint. In hinge joint, convex surface of one bone fits smoothly into the concave surface of the second bone. This type of movable joints allows the knees and elbows to move only in 2 directions like a door. The hinge joints are very strong, but they are able to move easily. Our elbows, toes and fingers has also the joints. Pivot joint. This is a joint between skull and the first vertebra of the spine. It helps to move our head upward, downward and sideways. This joint is called the pivot joint. In pivot joint, a round or a conical surface of the bone is inserted into a ring made in another bone. This allows only the rotational movement. Ball and socket joint. Some of the long bones have a round ball-like structure at one end. This ball fits into a socket-shaped hollow part in another bone. This type of joint allows the maximum movement in every direction and is called the ball and socket joint. Our hip and shoulders have such joints. Gliding joint. Our wrist and ankle have these type of joints. They allow the bones to slide over each other and so we can move them. Such joints are also known as the gliding joint. And these joints are also found between any two vertebrae of the spine. They are also known as the gliding joints. This kind of joints allows us to bend, to turn and to twist our back. If there were no gliding joints in the back, we would feel and behave like a wooden puppet. Our muscles. Almost half of the weight of our body is our muscles. Muscles are the part of the body that allows us to move. They are made of special tissues that can contract